Hello everyone, my name is Jacob, and today I shall be building the world's fastest car, the Thrust SSC, in Minecraft. So, the Thrust SSC, which stands for Supersonic Car, is currently still the holder of the title of the world's fastest car, I guess. It is a vehicle, a land-based vehicle propelled by two turbofan engines. It set the world record for speed in 97, and it still holds it, as I said before. It was the first vehicle, the first land vehicle, I should say, or maybe I should say like the first car sort of thing that went over the sound barrier, and it still holds that title as well. They are the guys who built this are or have already built the successor, but I don't think they put it to the sort of record-breaking speeds already. I'm not sure if it was planned, if they planned to do it already or not. There was quite a lot of talk about that car like a year ago maybe. It's called the Bloodhound and looks quite different from this one. So as I said before, this one is turbofan propelled. It's got two turbofan engines, and that one is actually got a like a hybrid rocket system. I believe it's got one like a rocket with a turbo fan engine as well, something like that. So that's pretty cool, and I may build that one in the future. But today we're gonna be building this thing because it's pretty cool, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so as you can see, probably this is very different from any other car, like a normal car. It's for starters, it's got two giant engines on either side, and it looks sort of like an airplane with that stabilizer at the back. But I guess it does need to do that, because it does achieve similar speeds to airplanes, so it makes sense that it looks similar. So we're gonna start with the nose of this thing and work our way back. So let's just build it like here, and we're gonna build the bottom from nether brick slabs, because they're the closest to black that I can find. The real one, of course, is completely black colored, which is quite cool. So we have this sort of bit at the front. It's like a very pointy nose, much like a jet airplane, like a fighter jet or something. It has a little thingy at the front as well. And then we're just gonna continue this nether brick slab row pretty much all the way to the back of the vehicle. So something like that. Now this thing is pretty long in real life and in Minecraft. I made this one a bit larger than it is in real life so I could add some more detail, but it is quite large. I think it's like 13 meters long or something in real life, and it weighs like 10 tons or something, which is pretty remarkable actually. So anyway, we've got a row of slabs here, and on top of that we're gonna put some black wool. Now I could go with some black concrete for this, but it's really dark and you can't really make out any detail if the whole vehicle is made out of that material. So I opted to use some black wool instead, which has this sort of shine and lets you see a bit more detail, I believe. So anyway, we're pretty much just gonna have a nice row of this black wool all the way to the back here, and then we're gonna have to make the engine sort of connections. So 2 blocks from the start, we're gonna go out like that, and then we're gonna have these rows. They're gonna go, let's see, like 6 blocks, I believe, or 7. Okay, so we're gonna have 7 blocks there, and the same on the other side. These are gonna connect our engines to the body of the car, I guess, and then we're gonna have a cockpit glass window thingy right here. In front of that is gonna be another brick slab, and behind that, oh, it's just gonna be a row of black wool, not black concrete. There we are. Okay, and now we can build the vertical stabilizer, I guess. As I said before, it looks very much like a jet airplane in that sense. So we have this sort of sleek design of a vertical stabilizer. It's quite long, and then we also have a horizontal one. Now it doesn't have any elevators on it, because of course it's meant to stay on the ground, not take off. So it's just fixed, and it keeps it going in a straight line, and probably it helps it not take off as well, which would probably be a bad thing given that the car doesn't have any wings. Now of course at that speed it could easily take off, but yeah, that would be pretty bad. Okay, so we pretty much have the main body of the car here now, and you can look at it more closely before I put the giant side engines on it. As you can see, it looks very similar to an airplane, and we're gonna have to add some wheels to it to make it a car really. So let's add some wheels to the back. Now this thing has a very interesting sort of wheel configuration, if you will. It's got sort of 2 wheels at the back that are quite close together, and we're gonna use some iron hatches to recreate them with a lever. It's gonna go in the middle there. Gonna close that, and that's gonna be our rear wheels. Now these are pretty close together, and the front ones are mounted to the actual engines, so they're on the outside, as you can see there. What is interesting about the wheels is that they are made out of solid aluminum, or aluminium, as it should be said, as I should say it. And they don't have any rubber or anything, because I guess they don't really need it. And if they had anything else on the wheels at that speed, they would just fall apart anyway. I read somewhere that they had quite a lot of trouble with the new one, with the new SSC, because the wheels just wouldn't take the speed. So I don't know, I think the new ones has like titanium wheels, maybe. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. But it is a stressful sort of thing for the material to be moving that fast in a circular motion, I guess. So anyway, let's put on the engines. So it's pretty simple. We're gonna have some slabs at the bottom, so basically just gonna put a thing there. Okay, and then we're gonna have a bit on the side. So this is basically how the front of our engine looks. We got a slab on the bottom and 3 blocks around it, and then we just build it out. There we are, pretty much, and the slabs as well go on the bottom. Okay, on the back here we've got this sort of wing sort of surface connecting it to the body, and that's pretty much that. Let's build the other one, and then we'll build the internals of the actual engine. So we have slabs here, like so, and then blocks on the other side and on top as well. And that's pretty much how it works. On the inside, we're gonna have some fences, some iron fences, iron bars. And we're not going to put them at the very beginning. We're going to put them sort of on the third block in, or on the fourth block in actually, and then just all the way pretty much to the second to last block, which is going to be made out of polished andesite. So let's put some more in here. Oh, actually, there we are. And then we're gonna need a skeleton head, and we're gonna put that at the very back like that. And we're pretty much gonna do the same thing on the other side. So have some of these things, some iron bars, and some more there, with a polished andesite and a withered skeleton skull. I have to do the wing thingy at the other side as well, so just connect the bottom basically of the engine bit with the main body bit, and that's pretty much it except for the wheels. So as I said before, the front wheels go on the outside of our engine compartments, I guess. And we're gonna put them on the second block, so basically here, and we're gonna have to close them as well, so do that. There we are. And put that grass back, and do the same thing on the other side. So the second block from the front, put the trapdoor there, and close it with a lever. There we are. And that's, I believe, pretty much it for a Thrust SSC. Actually, I'm gonna put some buttons on the back as well. Now the back doesn't have a lot of features, because all the thrust comes out from the back of the engines here. The actual back of the body just contains the parachutes, I believe, to slow the thing down, because obviously it doesn't have any other brakes. So that's pretty much it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos. I have a whole bunch of planes. They look quite similar around here, and I have some race cars as well. A whole bunch of crap that you might want to look at. So search my channel, see what you like, watch those videos, and press the like button if you like them. So anyway, this is pretty much it for our video of the fastest, currently still, airplane on Earth. Airplane? No, it's not an airplane, it's a car. I will see you next time.